Hi guys, welcome to the unboxing and full review of this Ofoni smartwatch for Android and iOS phones with call function, fitness activity tracker, heart rate monitor, blood pressure information reminder, IP67 waterproof smartwatch for men and women. It's listed currently on Amazon for around $45.99. It doesn't have a lot of reviews, but it looked very interesting. Here's the box. There's not much on the box. Maybe the model number, yeah, not even that. So let's open that. By the way, it came sealed, so it's definitely a new one. So here is what we get. So let's take it out of the box. And here's the charger. Yeah, something which I don't like too much, this charging plate. Sometimes this can be a little bit, yeah, I would say it's outdated anyway. I mean, its clamps are outdated, these things are outdated. I prefer definitely the magnetic small ones. They usually work really good, and of course the best thing would be wireless charge, but it's hard to find in this price range. I'm not saying it's not possible. I mean, there are watches around for $50 which have wireless charge. So here we have the user manual. As always, I'm going to show you that to help you a little bit to make a better buy decision, or if you bought used or you lost the instructions. And then we have also a second page. Yeah, that's just the features of the apps and everything. I think we don't need that here. Maybe more information and the specs. I think apart from that it's not needed. We have also the user manual in Chinese if you are interested. That's about it. Yeah, of course, one of the most important things is to download and install and set up the app. Here I've already scanned the QR code and it brought me to the Google Play Store, so we don't have to download like a unsafe app from a third party website or so. Yeah, the reviews are a little bit mixed, but sometimes they are not only related to this model but also to other watches. Sometimes these apps are working for different watches, and then people are giving feedback only here and to the app, and the app has nothing to do with the watch sometimes. So here we have to set up everything. I don't show you all the details. Of course, we have to give authorization, and we are already here. That's a cool thing. We don't have to make an account here. We can already use this. And so let's try to connect. By the way, of course, you want to see the watch a little bit closer. Yeah, it's a rather heavy one. I think that this is metal. Yeah, the housing is metal. The watch band is rather solid, good. I would say we have this extra strap here, which is good. So far, I would say it's not a bad thing. Looks like a standard mount here, which we can replace. So let's put it into the charging cradle and see what happens when we charge it. I think we have to put it like this. So we have the cable on the left side and it turned on. Of course, it's not connected. So I remove this protection sheet here. I push here again, saying charging, but doesn't show me how much charge we have. Let's try to connect. Add a device. Okay, I would say we have the CF22. The weird thing is that it's showing also other devices, maybe some devices which I've already tested, but I'm pretty sure it's this one here. It says connected. Yeah, power shows almost 100%. That's probably the green circle. No, it was not. Low battery. Here it shows green. You'll think, yeah, everything is fully charged, and here as well, green. And yeah, it's weird. Can't communicate. As always, I'm going to set up everything here and wear it for a couple of days, and after that I will let you know how it turned out. So I've been wearing this watch for almost exactly 3 days, and so how has my experience been? You can see the watch is still in pretty good conditions, nothing to complain about, very comfortable, really good flexible wristband, good quality watch. I've been bumping with this watch in many corners, and I haven't seen anything, so it looks pretty good. Regarding the charge, I found out, of course, that it's magnetic. You can see that here, so the cradle is somehow magnetic, so it's not so bad, but it's also not very good. Regarding the button has been, I mean, that's the only button here on the side, and it's even hard to see on the camera here, and it's really hard to find. It's the most difficult button which I've ever seen. I mean, of course it looks somehow beautiful just round, but it's really somehow a disadvantage when you have this button here almost flat on the side. Then regarding the screen, yeah, I mean, the screen is very beautiful. You can set it to more bright or a little bit dark. You can see it's a little bit dark, and then you can make it bright, but there is no automatic mode. A lot of these watches have some automatic brightness which they are adjusting then during the night or during the day when you're outside, making it full bright or so, or at least have some dimming function in the app here, which you can set, like say for the night or so. This is not around here, but it's really beautiful one, but it also consumes a lot of battery. On the first day I had it on highest setting, and it has been consuming about 70% of the whole battery, so basically it lasts only 1 day or a little bit more than 1 day. Now I have it reduced, or I had it reduced for the last 2 days on the lowest setting, which is still good visible, and then it has consumed only around 25%, which means it would last for around 4 days, but that's not the intention. Probably that you have to that you're struggling then to see everything. So I mean, the display itself is really nice and beautiful, you can see, and it works really good. It has really good sensitivity. One other thing which is also a big disadvantage is you cannot set the wrist gesture sensitivity like how it turns on. With most of these watches you can set the sensitivity. I mean, it has been working good. When I tilt the wrist, usually it turns on. That has been working good. You can also deactivate this during the night, but you can also not set time, how long the screen on time should be. For most of the watches you can set this. Here we cannot set this. Also, there is no touch to wake, so you can see quite some disadvantages regarding the screen already. And by the way, when we are on the screen, of course, then it's also about the watch faces. We have a couple of them. We can also add some in the app, but not too many. They are nice, but not really nice. I mean, I wished there were a little bit more, maybe with more digital things, more functionality or so. I mean, I'm not saying it's bad, it's quite good, but I hope they will add some over the time. So apart from the display, what we have on top, of course, the settings, or like the status menu, which is good with the brightness. We have also a theater mode, which is really comfortable. We can turn on and off the vibration. Here we have some extended weather information for about a week or so, I would say. This is pretty nice. This is a rather rare thing, and usually we can go back. Here it doesn't work, I don't know why. Yeah, here we have it. And what we can see also, the Bluetooth, if it's connected, and it has been connected, usually pretty reliable, and not only for the watch functions, but also for the audio which we need. Like you can use that to play videos and then listen here. I don't know how it would make sense, but anyway, this will happen. But of course it's more intended to make phone calls and use the microphone and speaker from this watch, and that has been working really good. I've been making a couple of phone calls, and I've been understanding other people, and the other people on the other side have been understanding me also really well. They have been confirming, so that works really good. Let's go to the functions. By the way, the functions are a little bit on different pages, and there are different modes how to turn this on. Here we have this wheel here. It looks actually just like a setting, but it's not setting, or not only setting, but it's actually most of the functions which we have then down here, or at least a lot of them. By the way, these functions you can also invoke when you go to the left side, usually, at least when you're on the home screen. Can go to the left side. There's this special menu here. It really looks very nice, very fancy, but it's difficult to find something. I mean, the one which is turned on, I think, or you can touch on it, like something like that. Yeah, okay, that works. You can use it like this, but then you don't have any description what it is. You have to find out, or you have to know. I mean, it looks very fancy, but it's a little bit difficult to use. By the way, with a push we can always go back to the main menu, so we can invoke most functions in different ways. So here again, let's start with the stopwatch. We have this thing. Yeah, by the way, when we have it turned on, you can see there's no way to go back to the main screen. That's a huge disadvantage. You have to stay on this screen, and there's also no time. No multitasking, no time on the stopwatch. That's really bad, actually. I mean, it works, but yeah, okay. The alarms, we can only set 3 alarms, but at least one good thing here, we can activate or deactivate these alarms. We cannot change time here, but the time we have to change here, but at least we can activate and deactivate. That's a cool thing. The countdown, we can select specific things, like specific times from 1 minute, 3, 5, 10, 15, 30, 1 hour, 2 hours. That's about it. A lot of other watches have time which you can set on your own, like up to 24 hours or so. You can set the hours and minutes, and but here it's not working. But the good thing here is we have multitasking, especially when you want to use countdown for a couple of hours. You can go back to the main screen. You can see we are on the main screen, and then let's go back. You have to find it, the countdown. You can see it has been running in the background, so that's a cool thing. And of course at the end it will give you some vibration. Brightness we had already. The phone turn on and off here, that's good. Shake on, shake off for the whole thing. Reset power about. There's not much more here. And when you go down, you have the status or notification messages here. I have basically just WhatsApp. Yeah, this here's saying checking for messages. Yeah, this is what happens a lot with a lot of apps. This should be optimized. Hopefully it can be optimized. Clear all. Yeah, we cannot delete single messages, just all in one. When you go to the right side, we have the steps, we have the last sleep or last night sleep, we have the heartbeat per minute. Really nice thing, nice display here, much better than with most of the watches. You can see almost details here, and then the exercise with a lot of things like walking, football. It's not extreme. I mean, I have seen watches with up to 20 different things. The good thing here with the swimming, I mean, it's just IP67. I don't know if it's really recommended to go swimming, but the good thing here is I have tested this on the water, and it hasn't been influenced by the water. When I had water running on top of it, it didn't do anything, didn't cause any crazy stuff. That's really good. Looks like it could really work. But what's really bad here, a couple of things as well. It doesn't show the current time. You can see there's no current time here, so you would have to go back to the main screen, but you cannot go to the main screen. It's not multitasking. When you click here, then you have to stop it. That's also not really good implemented. Then on the right side from the exercise, we have the phone. We can turn on the phone. Usually it's easy to turn it on, of course, when I make the video. Yeah, then it doesn't work. Yeah, okay, now it's connected as well. So usually it has been connected pretty reliable. Here I could show the recent calls, dial pad, contacts, and this has been working really good. Quality of the microphone speaker is really good, I would say, as good as it gets for such a watch. You can easily make some phone calls. I mean, it's not intended to make phone calls the whole day, but usually you can make a phone call and nobody will ask you, are you on a watch or something like that. Probably most people wouldn't realize that you're talking to a watch instead on a phone. So here's the app. We have On the left side we have all the measurements, like the steps from today with all the details, then sleep, can see, I mean, for everything you can have days, week, months, everything. It's really a lot. I'm not going into everything. For most of the things you have to measure right away on the spot. The only thing which is measured continuously, like 24/7, is the heart rate. You can see that here, week, months, day, but it doesn't give you a lot of additional information. I had the impression that it's doing really good. Blood pressure as well. You have to make measurement on your own. You have to click here or here, and then you have to do the measurement. It's not 24/7 recording or measurement here. Also for the blood oxygen. And here we have the running history. We have also here the watch things. Here see the battery, watch faces, different watch faces here, but definitely not a lot. And when we go to more, there is nothing. Yeah, now there is. Before there was nothing, but you can see there's not a lot, and just more like things to play around. These Christmas things or things with flowers, or these really do not help a lot. I mean, it's nice to have a couple of them, but really the content, yeah, there's not much content in these watch faces. You can search as long as you want. There is really not much. I've seen definitely watches with more information. Then notification, one thing really important, you can just turn on the things which you have here, like phone. I have phone messages, WhatsApp, and others. So the others are just in one block, so either everything else is turned on or off. If you have apps where you want to have notification, apart from that, it's just an all in or all out, or like on or off. Then the alarms, yeah, you have just three alarms. I've never seen so few only, and yeah, that's a little bit bad. And shutter, of course, what you always have, favorite contacts, others, upgrades, others there. That's one thing here. Here's the do not disturb, so means no notification during the night. You can activate reminders to move, continuous heart rate detection. That's the only thing which we can have 24/7. Quick view, like the wrist turn on and off. Here we could turn it off in general. Then the valid period, so we excluded the night. The drinking water reminder, weather, that's the thing we had here, and some psychological cycle reminders. I mean, that's usually this female stuff where you have these monthly things. I'm not activating this thing. So basically you have a lot of good things, but also a lack of a lot of things. Many things are lacking. And one big thing also regarding the alarm, which was absolutely disappointing, there is no vibration setting. It's just like an on or off, and the vibration is very weak. So I have tried to let the watch wake me up in the morning, and it has never worked. I mean, I have checked that the alarm went off. Yeah, it works. So it does some vibration, but the vibration is so weak, it has never waked me up. So this is absolutely not good, and for me it's definitely not working. So actually a nice watch with many good things, but there are quite some things which are so bad that I really cannot really recommend. There are so many better watches, especially the one with Alexa. I have now been using this again for a month or two, and I'm still very convinced with this Alexa watch. If you're interested into that, I'll put down the link to this one into the description, so you can check it out and order it from there if you like. It's about in the same price range, but it's much more reliable, much better with most of the stuff. I can tell you all the things which I have been complaining about here are much better solved there. So yeah, I think that's it for now. I hope I've been able to help you a little bit with this video. If you have any questions or comments, just write to the comment section below. I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.